right, 99.9 Punk World Radio FM. You guys already know what time it is. And right here, we are live on the air on Facebook, YouTube, and of course, the 99.9 FM radio dial here in Prescott, Ontario. And we got California's own. We got an amazing band. They're currently rising to the top within the punk rock community. We got Inbalance right here live on the radio. How are you guys doing this evening?
Good, man.
Good, man.
Doing pretty good, brother. Doing pretty good.
Dude. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hey, you're most certainly welcome, man. I gotta say, I know we're gonna be talking about your album, but I just gotta say, the brand new debut EP, I've been digging it, man. You guys are really bringing me back to a time, man, where, you know, pop punk was just such a huge influence on everything, man. It really gives me that, like, 2003 pop punk vibe, man. Absolutely love your guys' new record.
Oh, man, thank you so much. It means so much to us.
Dude, but honestly, I didn't have a huge part in the record other than just a couple parts here and there, you know what I mean? But I feel the same way as you. First time I heard it, I was like super stoked just like hearing this band form from the beginning, you know? Because I love the stuff too, man.
And before we actually get into that album, I got to take you guys back to the beginning of this amazing band. And it's hard to even believe that you guys just started all this year in 2023. But what is the story behind Inbalance? Like, how did you guys actually all first meet and come together as one to form this amazing band?
Sure. Well, I've been like writing pretty much for Inbalance my whole life, but like I like like this is the style I've always liked since I was like 12, pretty much. So I think like I think it was around COVID, I started like really getting into writing demos for this band. And then I hit up Steve with like a batch of like 30 songs I had written, and just saw if he liked them, and he liked them. And then we had a different singer at the time, and I was kind of doing scratch vocals for stuff. And I don't know, we just wanted something more. And then it didn't really work out with that other singer. And then I hit up Marcel. I heard some of his demos from his other band, the Millennium Kids, and which was his previous band that he like wrote everything for. They're really good. And I really liked his vocal style, and I just told him to come do a demo. And I gave him a few songs that me and Steve had been working on that me and him just recently demoed together. And he came back in a week with Leveled Out. And it's literally exactly how it is on the record. Like he wrote like all those lyrics just by himself. And like he did that in a week, and he brought it to me, and he sung the whole thing just like, yeah, I think it's pretty good. I'm just going to sing this for you and see what you think. And I was just sitting there like, you got to be kidding me. You just did this? So, yeah, so then after
you
that,
guys can definitely hear the chemistry, man.
Like, we just got the ball rolling with Marcel.
I was saying, my apologies on interrupting, guys. I was just going to say, like, right quickly, you guys can definitely hear the chemistry that you guys actually have together, man. It's like instant hits, in my honest opinion.
Wow, thank you so much. I think Marcel and Steve had a lot to do with it too, and but like Marcel just like took it to the next level. He's just like such an incredible musician, and when he got and understood like the vibe that I was going for, everything just went to the next level. So, yeah.
And also as well, you guys are actually currently signed to Happy Hunting Records, where you actually work alongside Steve Klein, formerly of New Found Glory. I was wondering if you can actually just tell us a bit more about the story behind that record deal, and of course, how did you guys actually get connected with Steve of New Found Glory?
I just hit him up, and I was just like, I threw him some, the demos I was working on, and at first he's like, I don't really like these ones. So I was just like, but I've always really admired him as a producer and a songwriter. He's like one of my favorite songwriters, like literally my favorite songwriter probably. So I just shot for the stars. Like I was like, this is the person I want to work with more than anybody. And luckily he responded. It wasn't the first response I wanted, but then I just like worked even harder, and I sent him some more stuff, and he was just like, yeah, I like this. And yeah, like if you want to do this, we'll do it. And yeah, I was just lucky that he understood the vision, and like, yeah, I just literally just hit him up. So anybody out there just wants to work with their hero, just hit him up, I guess. I don't know. Like,
that's real.
Just try. I don't know.
I also thought that was.
And I will actually say though, Steve is really plugging you guys hard as well, because I reached out to him. This is how I discovered you guys, was actually through Steve. I reached out to Steve for an interview, and like before we even got the date of our interview locked in stone, he was like, "Yo, man, check out my new band I just signed." And I was like, "Of course I will, obviously." And I was like, "God damn!" I was like, "This band's lit."
That's crazy. That's so crazy to hear. That's awesome.
Yeah, I asked Chris too. I was like, whenever I joined the band, I asked him, I was like, so how did you even like get this thing with Steve going, like all that? And I was just amazed because he told me the same thing. He's like, yeah, I just hit him up. And so I thought that was crazy that that's kind of just how this whole thing started, because Chris was just like bold enough to be like, hey, you want to work with me or what? So yeah, that was pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
honestly, if he didn't, I probably wouldn't have done anything, because it was just, to me, it was like I wanted to put my best foot forward with this, or I wasn't going to do it. The people that I was working with at the time, they wanted to go do stuff locally, and I had heard the stuff that was going on, and I was kind of like, yeah, I don't really want to do that. I just like really want to do this full bore. I don't want to do it at all, and yeah, that's just kind of how it was.
And I've even saw a picture of you guys actually together in the studio, man. Like, obviously, you went from hitting up your idol to just getting him to kind of support your vision. Now you're actually in the same room as him, and I have to ask, what was it like just being able to work side by side in the flesh with your actual like punk rock hero?
Well, at first it was like super nerve wracking. Like I was super like, nervous about showing riffs and whatnot. But after about, a few months, you just kind of get used to it. And, now he's just like a brother to me. So I feel really comfortable and stuff. And yeah, you get over it. But at first it's really nerve wracking for sure.
And also as well, June 9th of 2023, you guys actually took the stage as a band for the very first time in Bakersfield, California. I was wondering if you can actually just tell us a bit more about your guys' very first show, and of course, what was it like just being up there for the very first time as a band in front of a crowd?
God, I was so nervous, dude. I was so nervous because like we've been working on stuff for so long, making the songs really good, and I was like, oh man, now we have to go sound like that good out there. But it was awesome. Like people showed up. Like I really couldn't believe the support that was there for our first show. It was unreal. Like it was crazy. People were jumping off the stage and singing the lyrics to songs that weren't. Our single was out when we played our first show, but people were singing the lyrics to songs that weren't even out yet, and it just seemed unreal. It was crazy. It was insane.
I know Alex.
And I gotta say as well. Oh, my apologies, guys.
No, you're good. I was just waiting for a cue, man. For me, Marcel was nervous. I was like a different level of nervous because I literally joined the band like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks before that show. So that means we had like 3 or 4 practices. Like for me, it was just like, I don't know. I joined the band to literally be in the Leveled Out video because they needed a bassist. And then it turned into this thing where there's like a show and now I'm just like locked in. It's pretty crazy, man. For me, it was pretty nerve-wracking. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, but at least you got those 3 practices, man. I've heard stories where bands, they literally just like the night of the show, it's like, hey, we need a drummer or a bass player, and they just like throw them on stage. So it's like, I gotta say, you had that three practices, which is good.
Yeah,
You'll never know. I mean, he was a total pro. He was just like in between songs, he was talking to the crowd. Like, yeah,
it was weird, dude.
So we actually have a fan comment on here saying, wait, 1 second. Saying, is Alex, so Alex is in, oh my god.
Yeah. I've been in the band basically since it was like a public thing, I guess. Yeah.
No, I think what it said Marcel is so hot, and then it said so is Alex. I'm pretty sure that's what I just saw.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it actually said, oh my god, Marcel is hot, yeah. My feed was glitching there for a minute, so.
Shout out Tommy Juarez, dude. He's a good fan, good friend of ours too.
What's up, Tommy?
And also, I know I briefly brought this up during the intro of the interview, but back to this amazing debut EP. August 10th of 2023, you guys released Elements. I was wondering if you can actually just tell us the story and inspiration behind your guys' debut album, and of course, where can we actually snag ourselves a copy of this masterpiece today?
So, I mean, Elements, as far as like the lyrical content and like the whole vibe of it, it's very honest. I feel like for me personally, when I listen to music, and obviously, me and Steve wrote a lot of that. It's like the vibe was just like, trying to, just keep going, through trials and errors, and to kind of reinvent yourself when things aren't working, And it's a very positive message, I feel like, but also it's like sad at the same time too. Like there's parts that are like that hit you in the feels. But that's basically like my intention was just like when people listen to this and whatever I'm feeling, it's just like I hope that they can relate to that and the song like does something for them in that manner. But yeah, that was the general like focus and vibe of the the message.
Yeah, the music for the whole you're talking about the whole EP, right? Or just the song?
No, he's talking about the whole thing.
Okay, so the whole EP to me, like when I was writing the music for it, is just I wanted it to be really fast, or not like just fast, but I wanted it to have energy and be like fun to play live, and like pretty much the band that I would want to see, mixed with like old Fat Records, like riffy, like strung out style riffs with like more modern pop punk hooks, and that was just like the vibe we went for. We were just like, yo, let's fucking let's just like bring back some like I don't know, some tasty riffage, and let Marcel go crazy on the vocals, and hopefully Steve would help out on that, and he did big time. So yeah, I don't know, it just kind of like all like was like a mush pot of like just like everything in the end that was all of our influences, and it just like made what it was is what I felt like happened.
And then to finish that up, you can listen to it on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, pretty much anywhere you stream music. You can also buy it from the Happy Haunting web store. Vinyls, and I think that's about it. We also have some merch up there as well, or unique drops at our shows.
Yeah, and I believe as well that I actually saw Steve of Happy Haunting actually just sent out the very first batch of those vinyls as well. I believe I saw that on Instagram a few days ago.
Yeah.
Yep, that is true.
Yeah,
I actually have.
We're stoked.
Yeah, we like just got them. We were waiting on the jackets and sleeves for a while to send them out, but yeah, we finally got the vinyls first, and then he got this jacket, so he just started sending them out.
Which is actually good to hear as well, because I've heard stories that vinyls took so long, especially during the pandemic a few years ago. So it's good to hear that the vinyl situation relatively got back to normal, and you guys got your vinyls in a timely manner. There's people waiting for almost 2-3 years of a wait list, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I remember that, bro. My old band, same thing. We were trying to get a record made, and it took like almost a year, I think. It was crazy.
And the crazy thing is, by the time you actually, order them and then you actually get them, you're already halfway into your brand new record. You're done promoting that one, so it's kind of like, man, I'm sitting on a stack of vinyls. So you got to like literally backtrack to try and hustle these records, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
But
actually
also
went
as well-
through a new like a distributor, and Steve, one of his buddies hooked him up with like some new distributor. So we lucked out with that, and it didn't take too long. So.
And you guys also had the opportunity to film a music video for your debut single, Lost As I Am. I was wondering if you can actually just tell us a bit more about your music video, and of course, will we see any other tracks from the debut album receive a music video in the future as well?
Yeah.
That's all you guys,
so, yeah,
man. I was not there.
That music video, we filmed it actually, most of it was at my house over here in Bakersfield. The room, like where you see where I get up in, like that's my real room. So I don't know. I think the whole vibe was just very like gritty and just like real, like show us, like what we do. I guess almost in a literal sense, like that's literally where I'm at all the time. So it was really cool filming there. But I kind of had a feeling, I'm like, dang, like before it happened, I'm like, how is this going to happen? Like, it was just my house. And then Casey Weber, the guy who shot our video, helped us out a lot. He just made everything so cool. He came in and he was like, all right, I'm going to do this, and this, and just really helped us make that music video what it was. And there is actually another music video for the first track on our EP, Leveled Out. That's already out on YouTube. Yeah, and then I think we might have plans to release one more for one of the acoustic songs.
Yeah, I think we're going to release the acoustic video probably within a month or two. I'm not sure. So what song was that for? Lost As I Am or Leveled Out?
Yeah, it's for Lost As I Am.
Yeah, Lost As I Am acoustic video.
And also as well, October 21st of 2023, you guys had the opportunity to open up for not only Mest, but also Authority Zero. I was wondering if you can actually tell us a bit more about that show. And of course, did you guys get the opportunity to kick it with Mest or Authority Zero during your time at the venue?
We met the singer for Authority Zero, and I think we met some of Mest. Yeah, they were all super nice. But yeah, one of the local was like Ruben from Numbskull.
Yeah, Ruben.
Yeah, he hit us up and asked if we wanted to play that show, and we were like super stoked to play that show. Been a big Authority Zero fan and Mest fan for like all my life, so yeah, that was crazy. My strap broke right after the first song, so I had to like tie it together. So the whole set, I was just like, kind of like just like on edge, trying not to like break my strap, and then the cables kept coming out. So like the show altogether was kind of a disaster for me, but like yeah, that was a cool show to play.
Yeah, it was fun. The people in Mest are super nice. They were supportive of us. I don't know who was in Authority Zero, but that I do remember. Mest are cool people.
Yeah,
And
cool.
while we're actually on the topic of shows and whatnot, we actually have a fan question came in from Tommy. He actually wants to know what is their favorite song to play live.
Go ahead, Alex. What's your favorite?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think my favorite is Lost as I Am, simply because like physically to play it is the funnest, you know, like on bass, just like a lot of pull-offs. I don't know. It's also like really high energy. There's high points, there's low points. It used to be at the end of our set. Now it's like in the middle, both ways. It just feels really good, you know? I don't know. It just feels good to play the song, honestly. I have a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, I agree. Lost as I Am is the funnest. It's to sing, especially like that's most people know that one because it's a single. But yeah, it's just like it comes in really hard, and I don't know, I like it.
I really like playing the new song live. That's my favorite one. But I guess
True.
on the record it would be Leveled Out for sure.
Leveled Out's very cool too.
Yeah, that's gonna be my second. If I had a second, definitely be Leveled Out.
And before we move off the topic of shows, guys, I have to ask. Obviously, you guys have any other shows coming up? And if so, where can we actually snag ourselves some tickets to come out and see Inbalance live in full effect?
So I don't think we have any shows planned. Like we don't have any shows coming up. Like we just played that. We just played one. Where was it at?
In Santa Maria.
In Santa Maria. But yeah, we're trying to figure that out right now. We're actually trying to play shows with this particular band. We hit them up, so we'll see if that's gonna happen. But yeah, we're working on it right now.
Right now, we're really just focusing on new material. Because whether like we've only played X amount of shows, the amount of times that we all have played the same songs over and over just to try and spice it up with a cover that we don't actually play live is like getting a little out of hand, you know? So we're all trying to focus and like make a lot of new music. And so far, that's been like the best thing, I think, in the history of the band so far. The new songs that these two people below me are managed to put together is like honestly mind-blowing. If you like the EP, these two songs are gonna fucking they're gonna ruin the rest of your year. Like when it comes to music releases,
The rest of your life.
yeah, it's gonna suck listening to new music after it. And I don't mean to sound cocky. It's just
we're gonna have to send them to him after this, and we'll see. He's gonna be like, "Nah, Alex is true."
Oh yeah. We can send you the demos, bro, and you can let us know if it's valid or not. Other than that, we're also like working on networking primarily. We're trying to, as bands do. We primarily all do this for fun, you know, but we also are really passionate about the music that we do. And honestly, everything as a whole, not even just the music, like comes down to the artwork, the promo photos, like everything. We pretty much are like really involved with it every step of the way. And, we want to be able to show it to as many people as possible because we truthfully believe in it with everything, that we are. So networking and new music, that's what we're working on right now.
And I'll be honest with you, man. When Steve actually sent me your guys' album, I will actually say I agree with you on just your guys' music, man. Because when I first heard that shit that Steve sent me, I legit, man, wanted me to go in the closet. I wanted to break out my freaking my baggy jeans, get my lip ring, and jump on a skateboard, bro. It brought me back to a time, dude. So
Hell yeah.
if you're saying that, I believe it, man. If you came with this stuff on the debut, I can only imagine what you got for your sophomore album, man. So I definitely believe you, and I hear you. Just spoon feed it to us, man, because some of us emo kids have grown up a little bit. It's gonna take us a while to go back. You gotta spoon feed it to us, guys. Come on now.
Yeah, we might do something like that.
I just want to say thanks for having us on. I'm actually at work. I have to go back. I'm off my break, but thank you for having me on, and I'll see you guys later.
All right, Marcel, I love you.
Hey, man, you're most certainly
Bye,
welcome, man. Thank you for
Marcel.
giving myself and the radio station your break, man. So thank you. Definitely have a kick-ass night at work.
Anytime, man. Thank you. I'll see you guys later.
Later, brother.
Definitely, man. Have a good one, Marcel. But yeah, guys, since it's just us two here now, I was actually just in the last little bit of the interview. Anyways, obviously we talked about the up and coming shows, but what is next for you guys, man? Like, is there anything we happen to miss during this evening's interview? Anything else you guys do still want to talk about, touch on, or promote? Well, we still got you here live on the radio station airways this evening.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely be booking a tour sometime soon. We're not sure with who or what, but we've definitely been talking to a few people, and then we're also we're writing for an LP coming up. We may do a split in the over the next few months and release the songs that we've just done. That's pretty much the news for us, is just working really hard and just trying to write new music and then just book a new tour, something. But yeah, there are offers and stuff up there. We're just trying to do what's right for us, really.
Yeah.
But obviously, guys. Oh, my apologies, Alex. Go ahead. My apologies, man.
Oh, I was just agreeing with him. New music, tour, and Shabbat Shalom. That's really it. That's the short-term goal for now. So.
But obviously, guys, I know how to follow you on social. I was gonna say, obviously, I know how to follow you guys on social media, man. But for the individuals that are just discovering Inbalance right now, how do they go about following you guys and staying updated on everything you guys currently got going on, and of course, future-wise as well?
I think we're on everything. I know Alex is on Twitter for the band.
Yeah, we have Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, which is funny now that I say that out loud because each one of us has our own platform that we control. That's pretty much it. I mean, YouTube as well. Inbalance CA. CA stands for California, if that helps you remember it easier or understand it. It's not Inbalencia, which is what my mom thinks our band name is. Inbalance CA. California, Inbalance CA. Instagram, pretty much anywhere. Yeah, Inbalencia is cool. I'm not going to lie.
But I think as well there's another Inbalance out there that makes completely separate music, so it's definitely smart that you guys actually toss a CA on at the end of that.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to our music, our band is called Inbalance, you know what I mean? It's just harder to find. I don't know. At the time, it was just independently uploaded through Spotify, and it was getting sucked into the other Imbalances albums, their discography. And then rather than settling that, just the hard way, the long way, it was kind of just upload as Inbalance CA, and we'll figure it out later. So.
Yeah, and I've always thought bands were cool that did that anyway. Like Dozer, Texas. I was like, yeah, let's do that. That's cool.
Yeah.
And also, Pondwater as well wants to know, how do we get merch? I'm pretty sure it's the Happy Hunting Records website, but since we got the band here themselves, might as well ask you guys.
Yeah, happyhuntingrecords.com/shop. As we may have a online store at some point, but pretty much just come to our shows. We'll always have a lot of merch at our shows, and it's always going to be new. We're always trying to get new cool stuff. So I don't know, just opening our own online store is just I just kind of don't want to do it.
But, yeah, it's so real.
It's definitely a pain in the ass. I'll tell you that for a fact.
Yeah, so Steve's doing good at Happy Hunting. He's got some stuff. If you guys want to get some stuff, that's pretty much where to go online right now.
And I gotta say, first and foremost, Alex, Chris, thank you so much, man, for giving not only myself but the radio station airways a bit of your time here this evening, man. It was such an honor being able to chat with you guys and just talk about your amazing year of 2023, man. If this is going to be your guys' year of 2023, I can only imagine what 2024 is actually going to be for you guys, man. So I'm super stoked just to be able to sit back as a fan of Inbalance and just watch you guys grow and manifest, man. So super stoked for you guys, and hopefully down the line we can make this happen again sometime soon.
Dude, absolutely. Thank you so much for having us. I mean, so much to me to hear. I mean, how much work we put in. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, you were saying it's an honor to interview us. I'm not gonna lie, it's an honor to be interviewed by you. I was watching your videos when you first hit us up, and they're really good, really thorough interviews. And yeah, man. So thank you for asking us. We're here anytime you want us. Yeah, we appreciate it, brother.
Big time.
Hey, man, you're most certainly welcome, man. And honestly, compliments like that, like, actually fuel me to keep doing what I'm doing, man. I just do what I do for the love of punk rock, and I try my best to just highlight the positive rather than the negative, man. Because so many people in interviews, they bring so much negative to it. I want the positive, man. I want people to know about the music. I don't care about the past. I want people to know about the music. And that's the direction I go with these interviews, man.
Absolutely.
For sure, man.
And it shows.
Hey, man, but definitely, guys, have yourselves a phenomenal Friday night out there in California. Definitely soak up the sun. Here in Canada, we ain't got that no more, probably for another good 6 months. So enjoy those palm trees, enjoy the beach for us Canadians. But for now, man, definitely have yourselves a killer Friday night, and of course, a kick-ass weekend as well, guys. We definitely shall talk soon.
Dude, thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.
Have a good one, man.
So much. Take care, brother.